welcome to the Brittany Sherell Podcast. I'm so glad you're here to spend a few minutes with me today. If it's your first time here, please go ahead and hit subscribe. You're probably going to want every notification about new podcast episodes because this podcast is for the busy woman. And girl, this is our space to let our guard down and really replenish and recharge because let's be honest, being everything to everybody gets tiresome and we often put ourselves on the back burner. And this podcast is all about restoring the busy woman. I'm all about helping us busy women put ourselves first and get back to working on our own personal goals and dreams because they're just as important as the roles we serve in other people's lives around us. Today, we're going to chat about silencing self-doubt. Self-doubt is something that probably every one of us has experienced, regardless of whether people around us think we have reason to doubt ourselves or not. That does not correlate with what we actually think about ourselves because a lot of times we have what they call imposter syndrome where we're afraid that other people look at us and we think that people are gonna one day come out and say we're a fraud or we are not worthy of what we have or what we've accomplished. But the truth is, honey, when those thoughts arise, you have to always combat it with the fact that we are fearfully and wonderfully made in the likeness of our Creator. And our Creator is bad. He's a bad thing. Like, it ain't no regular schmegler deal. So if we're made in his likeness, that means that we are pretty awesome and that there are some awesome things that he will release in our lives. And we have to believe and stand firm on the fact that we are worthy. The fact that we do deserve to experience the goodness that God has for us. And I ain't trying to get too churchy, but I'm just keeping it real, okay? Because, honey, listen, you are beautiful. You are strong. You are, even though you shouldn't always have to be strong, you are strong, but don't surround yourself with people who always make you stand in that strength. Because you shouldn't have to do that. But you are amazing. Yes, you. And we have to learn that self-doubt may come from time to time, and that's perfectly natural. But what matters most is what we do with that doubt when it arises. And so today, my goal is to equip you for those moments so that we know how to suit up and get ready for war whenever those thoughts try to infiltrate our living. And so I want you to have a clear plan for when those moments arise. And the thing about me is I always try to give you things that you can apply right away and give you something concrete that you can take away from each podcast. And so today I'm going to talk about two things today. The first being drown out those insecurities with inspiration. And by that, I mean surround yourself with inspiration. You'd be surprised the difference it makes by being intentional about the words you surround yourself with. I saw online the other day where this Black business owner actually launched some affirmation sticky notes. I think those are amazing. Those are a quick way whenever you feel those feelings of just self-doubt and lack of worth. Grab a sticky note, rip it right on off of there, stick it on your bathroom mirror, whatever. Even if that means you getting blank sticky notes and writing yourself some affirmations that you can refer to, that works too. Things like buying artwork, and I'm not talking about expensive artwork. I'm talking about you can go to your local discount store. Here we have Dollar Generals, those types of places. They all have inspirational artwork now. And I'm talking about less than $10. Get you an inspirational picture that you can sit on your desk or that you can prop up in your bathroom. Any space that you are in, and build upon that collection. That has done wonders for me, because it just plants something in your subconscious when you are constantly seeing these words of inspiration wherever you go. And the second thing is get you a good planner. A good planner really helps you outline your movement. It helps you outline your productivity, the things that you have gotten accomplished, because sometimes we are really so wrapped up in the fine details of things, we don't look at the bigger picture. And often when we feel like we're inadequate, we've actually overachieved. And it's only because we don't have a good way of documenting what we've done to really give us a framework to associate our productivity with. And so a good planner has really been a game changer for me personally, because at the end of the day, it gives me a point of reference for what I've been able to accomplish for that day. That is why I created my 2-in-1 journal and planner. It's a 30-day planner to really help busy women reorient themselves so that we can get back on track to our goals. And the reason I took that approach is because I found that journaling and planning were two of the major components that really helped move me from a stagnant state to building momentum and then aspiring for the next level. I never got stuck again after revisiting that planning and journaling framework. And so I wanted to share that with as many women as I possibly could. So my advice to you is to find you a good planner. Take some time and find one. And honestly, they don't have to cost a whole lot of money, but you really want to find something that is going to work best for your lifestyle. So don't be afraid to invest in something like a planner. I know, especially in communities of color, we don't really talk about investing in those terms, but literature and organizational tools and resources are a very needed area of investment for us and for ourselves, our health, and consequently our wealth. So my task for you today is actually, as a part of silencing your self-doubts, I want you to take an approach that I have also used, which is get you a jar, a container, it could be a plastic cup, whatever, and I want you to go online and research some really cool inspirational quotes that you like. I used to keep a jar on my desk at work, and so I'm not a candy eater, but when people would come to my desk, they would then be able to reach into my jar and pull out an inspirational quote rather than pulling out candy. And people loved it. And I found that a lot of days I actually needed that jar for myself. So my task for you today is go and create your inspiration jar. And so, I hope some of this helped you. Please rate and review. Reach out to me on Instagram at Brittany Sherell. Same thing on Facebook. Message me. I'd love to hear from you. If you have ideas for topics, I'd love to hear that too. And until next time, girl, get back to your dreams.